Hey there, Facebook. It's me, Bernice Loman, the CEO of Loman Creative Services, where we're your one stop shop for marketing, branding, website development, all that great stuff. And so tonight I am coming on again, as I am always on here every Thursday. Well, I try to be every Thursday, 9:15 Eastern Standard Time. And so this is actually part two with Leroy McKenzie. Hello, D. I enjoyed your live so much. Congrats to you for your event upcoming this Saturday. Awesome. Well, this is we come in every Thursday, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 9:15 Eastern Standard Time. And tonight I'm going to be with Leroy McKenzie Jr. He's with JNF Enterprises. And if you are needing to publish a book, you got any questions about the writing process, and not only that, but the marketing and the branding piece of your book. And so tonight I'll be sharing some things with Mr. Leroy McKenzie Jr., who's going to come up shortly. Thane says you are so welcome. I appreciate you so much. I'm so proud of you. I really am so proud of you. Um, so don't forget, hey, inbox me that flyer too, by the way, for your event this Saturday. So as I said, I'm Bernice with Loma Creative Services, and I'm going to be with Leroy McKenzie Jr. He's with JNF Enterprises, and what he offers is branding, marketing, and also publishing. If you're looking to, write your book, any level of the writing process, he's available. And so we're going to be talking about our new, fairly new collaboration. Got a couple other artists, authors, uh, projects we're already working on. Got the development of the editing, the proofreading, all of that, the design. Super excited to work with this man of God. And so he brings a lot of the expertise from that point of view. What I'll just be discussing tonight, if you're needing assistance with your link on your website, different tools you need on the social media standpoint from marketing your book, and as far as the design of the book, and then he can assist you with the publishing part, the information you need with getting going. Some people ask, how what about this? What about that? I'm like, I don't know. With our new collaboration, that's what he specializes in. So we work together, and super excited about that. Now, look, what I want to do is ask you to do three things. Okay. If you are familiar with being on my live, I ask you to do three things. First thing, I need you to like or love this video. Two, I need you I need you to comment. I was looking on my phone. Two, I need you to comment. Where are you watching from? Say hello. Miss D has already said hello. And then three, of course, I need you to share, but I need you to share this with someone who is in need of marketing, who's needing a branding, who needs any type of writing, things of that nature. So I'm about to bring him on. As you share, go ahead on and share, comment, say hello to us. And I'm bringing Mr. Leroy in. I see he's I got him in the queue. He's getting his video stuff going, his camera his camera stuff going. I could see him getting his stuff together. So once he got all his angles with his video and stuff, I'm going to bring him on so you guys can see him. But he is almost ready and ready to go. And so we're going to dive right on in. But this is part two. If you hadn't had an opportunity to check out our part one, do so. And in fact, scroll through the Loma Creative Services page. Also on our personal page, we did a live together as well. So if you're, in need of any of the services that we're talking about tonight, got questions about it, watching and sharing, awesome. Marilyn in the house or online. All right, flip it. I'm telling Leroy, go ahead and flip it. So flip your camera. So go ahead and flip it. There you go. Flip it. There you go. There you go. All right. So he's about to come on, share and watch it for me. Thank you so much, Donella. Thank you so much. About to bring him on so you guys can see him. And we dive right on in. Hello, Mr. Leroy. How you doing?
I'm good.
The things you go through when it's about to go, when you need to go live, right?
Absolutely, absolutely. Now I'm trying to get it so that because you were telling me to flip it, but the way that my tripod is working, that's why I had it vertical versus horizontal. But
Uh-huh.
but it's all good. So
Okay, okay.
I don't know what this thing
Somebody's
is
laughing
doing.
at you. Miss
So
Ann is laughing at you.
I know. I know she is.
Look, I'm like, I am not about to bring him on. He up there like this.
I know,
I
right?
see you
He got
like,
my head.
and then
Got
your
my head.
head was like this. I'm like, guys, he'll be on in just a minute. I'm like, and I'm glad I could see everything before. Because they'd have been like, what?
I
I saw
know,
the
right?
I saw the clothes and I was like, well, never mind. I'm not going to show them this right now.
The behind the scenes, boy.
Behind the scenes. I know, right, Miss Isis? I know, right? But I think I did a fairly good job with kind of like stalling the process. I did share that we're going to talk about today, whichever time you're watching, publish
Mhm.
your book now. And I said, you are Leroy McKenzie Jr. You are with JNF Enterprise, and I'm Bernice Loman with Loman Creative Services. And
Absolutely.
we offer the one-stop shop you need for your brand and your marketing, website designing, graphics, and the list goes on. But tonight we're
Absolutely.
talking about the publishing piece, which you do, as well as the branding and the marketing. So we're going to talk about that part two, because if you hadn't caught
Yeah.
part one, you need to. This is our part two conversation of publishing that book. I saw you did something on Facebook. Your post was about, the things you can do as an author instead of, there's some alternatives that you can do to promote yourself and to market yourself. What made you say that? That kind of sparked me like, okay,
You,
that's really cool,
you,
but why did you come
you,
from that?
you know what I did? I was watching I don't know what that feedback is. But I was watching somebody today, and they were promoting their book, and I can't
Mm-hmm.
I'm sitting here trying to remember
It's
who I was
okay.
watching, but this was somebody, a famous person, relatively famous person,
Uh-huh.
and they were telling people where they could find their book.
Mm-hmm.
And all they said was, you can buy my book on Amazon.com. And the first thing that came to my mind was Jeff Bezos. For those that don't know, Amazon just did a promotional thing for their Amazon Prime, right?
Mm-hmm.
He made in one day, or he increased his net worth by $30 billion one day.
Mm.
Jeff Bezos don't need your money. You know what I'm saying? He does
Yes.
not he does not need your money. So you
Wow.
should be, when you're promoting yourself, when you're talking about your book, you
Mm-hmm.
should have a venue. You should have a place that people can go to buy from you, so that you reap the benefits of having your book out there. Nothing irritates me
Like
more
that.
than hearing them say the only place that they can go buy your book is Amazon. And I'm not saying not to put it on Amazon and
Yes.
have it as one of the places that people can purchase your book, but the main place that you should be sending people to buy your book as an author is your website. You should have a website. which I believe, and if you don't have one, then Loman Creative Services can assist you with that issue.
Bam.
She can solve that problem for you. That's a problem that she solves right there. She can get you a website so that when you're doing your interviews, when you're talking on the radio, when you're talking on TV, or wherever it is that you're promoting your book, you can say, you can go to my website and purchase my book, and not
Yes.
have to give even more money to Mr. Jeff Bezos. I ain't hating on him. You know,
Yes.
I ain't hating on him, but part of that, you can have some of that 30 billion that he just got from Amazon Prime. That
But I
can
think
be.
but I think the mindset has to change.
Yeah, you're right.
You know,
Absolutely.
like Ann says, you are the first product that they should go to your website. But you know, I do workshops and webinars, and I've been
Hmm.
doing this for quite some time. And I've noticed that people are wanting to do the easy way out. Like, you know,
Hmm.
it's easy to set up your Facebook page. And so,
Hmm.
you know, you tend to have people that say, you know, my social media is good enough, or, you know, like you said, Amazon, you know, I can put it on Amazon and I know, you know, people can go there, and that's the easy route.
Hmm.
The
Hmm.
mindset has to change of ownership, because
Absolutely.
that's when, if you really want to own your own, if you really want to own your own, then you definitely, it shouldn't be a brainer, you know, hey, go to my website, and this is where the sales can come in versus another tunnel. So
Right.
I just want to throw that out there. I think the mindset has to change.
And you're absolutely right, Bernie.
Mhm.
And that's where it starts, and that's where the entrepreneurship, the entrepreneurial mindset comes in. That's
Mhm.
where the business side of who you are as an author should come in, because you're thinking about me as the business person, not as the author, but as the business person. Is it more beneficial or more financially, and is it more financially beneficial for me to have my to send somebody to Amazon, where they're going to
Mhm.
take 60% of your sales, or send them to your website, your own website, where you will get 100% of the sales, minus, let's say, whatever 2% that whatever shopping cart that you might have, whatever whatever the
Yes.
fee might be for that. I'll take 2% over 60% any day. I'm sorry.
Exactly.
I mean, that's math 101 right there to me. You know, yeah. Would you rather somebody take 2% of your money or 60% of your money? You know,
Yeah.
the choice is yours.
Two
So,
percent, Alex. I'll take 2%.
you know, that's all I'm saying. I mean, so that's what prompted me to do that post, because I just want authors to understand the business side of being an author. And that's why I tag myself as an authorpreneur, because you have to think like an entrepreneur. You are,
Mhm.
when you publish your own books, and when you publish your own books, and even if you are a publisher, you should be thinking what's best for your client.
Yes.
And that's the way I talk to my clients. I let them know, yes, we can have it on Amazon, and that's great, but here's what you're getting when you put it on Amazon, and here's what you're getting when you have your own website. And the cost benefits of both. Yeah, you might get more traffic on Amazon, but who's to say that you might get more traffic on Amazon? Because
Mhm.
if you're doing what you're supposed to do as far as promoting, branding, and marketing your book, then you want to drive traffic to your website. You'll be driving
Mhm.
the traffic to your website if you're doing speaking and all of those things that you attach to your book, and that comes along with you speaking and all those other things.
Yes.
Then it should be driving traffic to your website.
And I
So.
like to add too, you know, think of so many other things that you can do on your website. Like as your visitor, if your visitor is on your website, they not only can purchase your book, if they see something that they like, they can also book you to be at an event. They can chat with you if they want to. If you got other products, you might have a t-shirt, that you want as well, that's connected to your book. Say if your book is, I Need Thee Now, and you have a shirt, I Need Thee Now shirt, they can get that bundle while they're on your website. And book you. They can do so many other things, schedule an appointment, connect with you. It's so many things that you as an author, you have that ownership. You can take those components. How do I want to build my website? What do I want them? What kind of experience I want my visitors to get while they're going on my website? You can't do all of those functions on Amazon. It's when they go there, that's what they're going to get. You may put on some different links or something like that, but you're not getting everything of who you are, your brand, your colors. I need you to go to your Amazon and try to build your colors. They can get the feel of who your brand is. Or it's certain things you cannot do. There are only some tools, third-party tools that you can use, yes, that can add to you, but it should never be the substitute of owning you, of who you are, showing your brand and what you stand for as an author, as a company, and etc.
You just nailed it, Bernice, because when somebody goes to Amazon for your book, all they're going to see is your book and other books that may be similar to your genre, to what it is. But when they go to your website, like you just said, they're going to see more than just your book. They're going to see any other products and services that you have, and you can gain more sales that way. On other products, they will see not just you as just the author, but they see you as, whether, like you said, the speaker, as the business person, or whatever else that you have, whatever those other things that you might have on your website. So it gives them a well-rounded picture of you, whereas they're not going to get that when they go to purchase your book off of Amazon. So. Exactly. Yeah, those are just a couple of things, and Bernice, we just go where the Lord leads us, because these are things that need to be said to authors, and we want them to understand that. Because it's a vital part of not just you, but it's part of your brand, as we're talking about tonight, because your brand is more than just your book. It's more than just you promoting or talking about your book. It's you, it's your brand, and it's your business. And you have to see you as an author as a business. And it goes back to what you were saying. The foundation of all of that is your mindset. Yes. Yep. What mindset do you have going into writing your book? Are you just writing a book just to be writing a book, or are you writing a book to actually use that as a platform to do other things and add additional streams of income for you? Because that's what has a book to do. That's what a book can do for you. So all of you aspiring authors that are on the line tonight, please understand that. Please understand that, because when I talk to my author clients, that is one thing that I tell them. I said, I don't think just in terms of you having a book. The book is just the beginning. The book is the platform to give you, to put you in a position to do other things. And I don't think small. I don't think small. Absolutely.
So look, let me tell you. let me just cut you for a minute. I can vouch to that you don't think small, because we're working with one of our clients that we're working together mutually. And once I got done with her book cover, she sends me a message back. Hey, Leroy says I need a website. I'm like, yep, you do. Leroy says I need a flyer to promote. Leroy says I need. I'm like, yes, you do. But it's so true. And we've been working pretty steady now since our collaboration with several clients. And it's been a pleasure. Let me just say, it has been a pleasure working with
Absolutely.
you, because I know you want the best for your clients, not just like you said, like a book. I can vouch for you, because look, they'll come back to me, they be like, well, Leroy says I need this. I'm like, yeah, you do. You do need those things. And so it's just been a pleasure, working with you on that level.
Absolutely, absolutely, because it's, to me, it's all about serving serving my clients, but then also it's also about doing the work,
Mm-hmm.
that I do, and bringing the vision that the individual has or the client has to reality, and
Mm-hmm.
helping them to see beyond the book, you know. And I'm sure with your other clients that you have, they may just think in terms of just a website, or just something that's kind of regular. But
Mm-hmm.
if you, in this day and age, when we have access to so many venues, so many
Yes.
ways of being able to do the things that we want to do, that's going to separate you from everything, from everybody else, and that's what we have to think about. What is
Mm-hmm.
going to separate you from everyone else?
Yes.
And you having a book is great. We want the book to stand out. Bernice is going to give you an awesome cover that's going to blow everybody away.
And if not, Leroy gonna say, can we do this? Can we do, how about this? Take that out and can
I'm telling you. But that,
no, what about this way? How
I,
about
I,
yeah,
and,
now
and and Bernice, I know I have you pulling your hair out, because I ain't got no hair, so, so I can't pull out. But I know I have you pulling your hair out sometimes with the way that I think, because if when I'm seeing something, if it doesn't, if I look at it like this, if it's not going to stand out to me, then it's not going to stand out to somebody else, because
that's true.
when you are writing a book, you should see it from three different perspectives. You should see it from your perspective as an author. You
Mm-hmm.
should see it as from the perspective of the person that's reading it, that is already interested in it, and picks it up. But then
Right.
also that last person that may not know who you are, but picks it up just because, and you have something that stands out to them that makes them say, wow. Mm, I think I kind of want to, I need this in my life. I need to read this, or I need to do that. I need to be where this person is. This person is giving some information or some knowledge or some resources that I need to know about. So
That's awesome.
that's what I think about when I think about any project. When I'm thinking about a book, I'm thinking about even an event. How can we make an event stand out? How can we make a book stand out? What do we have to do in order to be able to get people's attention?
Yes.
Because if you get their attention, then you can possibly get them as a client, or you can get them to attend, all of those things. So any business people that are listening on the line tonight, it's not even this is more than just about being an author. This is about entrepreneurship, being a business person, and doing those things that that make you stand out from everybody else. And the question
Yes.
is, what are you going to do to make yourself stand out? So,
That's the question. And two, I want to add that even if you have no idea of how to make yourself stand out, connect with those that know how. And that
hmm
goes back to, the mindset shift. Sometimes we feel like, okay, this is my only way of, this is the book. That's it. That's
right,
that's all I want to do. But willing, hey, we've done this before.
right,
It's so much more than the success of Amazon.
right. Exactly,
I
exactly.
There was a question by Donella. I think you touched on it a little bit, but I just
Okay.
wanted to at least say, just to ask her question: is it best to leverage your Amazon to get the benefit of volume along with your website?
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. And like we said, you don't want to you don't want to. I put it this way: you don't want to limit yourself to just Amazon. You don't want to just limit yourself to your website, to your website, because there may be people that will be able to go to Amazon faster than your website. Or most people, they connect with Amazon more so than your website. So you want to have both. It's two tools that you have in your toolbox, is what I call it. You want to have both of those tools in your toolbox. So if somebody says, hey, I want to go to Amazon, hey, sure, you can go to Amazon, but you also let them know, hey, also check out my website.
Yes.
So that they can see the other material or other products and services that you have. So it's best to have both of them, and you leverage yourself. There's something in the financial field when it comes to stocks and everything like that. It's called dollar cost averaging, which is where you have more than one stock. And you do that because if one stock isn't performing well, you always have another stock that kind of balances it out that may be doing well. And I actually have my business that way too, where I have different products and services, so that if there's one aspect of my business that it might be the slow season for it, then there's something else that picks up, as opposed to there might be something else that I can do while something else is running slow. I have that going on. Same thing with your Amazon, with your website. If people don't necessarily go to your website, you still have Amazon. If people don't go to Amazon, they still have your website. But you have those myriad of ways that people can get access to you. Uh-oh, I can't hear you. Are you on mute? Did you mute yourself?
Oh, yes. Yes. I muted myself. Yes, I muted myself. You probably saw me still talking because I'm on.
Yeah, I did.
I'm on the live on Instagram as well.
Okay. And see, I was going to do that, but since my laptop was acting up, that's why I wasn't getting the reception. I went to my phone.
So you probably saw me moving.
Right.
They couldn't see me. They saw only you. And
really?
I was on solo. Yeah, I was on you was on solo and I was on silent because I'm saying hello to my Instagram live.
Oh, okay. Yeah, gotta say hello to the Instagram folks.
So yeah, because what they see right now is just me with my mic. And so I wanted to let them know, hey, Leroy is talking right now, but I'm just saying hello. We're going to talk about the publishing piece and everything. So hello to everybody. But yeah, comment hello or thank you, Danella. Did he answer your question?
Yes. Let's make sure I answered the question.
Definitely. And Hope says, yes, she agreed. The mindset needs to change. And thanks, Vanessa. She's going to catch the replay. You guys make sure you share this with us.
Yes.
Thanks for staying on with us, Miss Ann. She said, most authors do not think they are a business. Absolutely. And you have to think as a business owner, you have to. And there was another question. Did you address that, Brian? How do you recommend handling fulfillment for book orders purchased directly from your own website?
Well, what you can do is you can actually set it up where depending on which software you may use. I know, and Bernice, you can probably talk a little bit more about that, about having a shopping cart on there, and then what different options they have as far as who they use to I guess where the money would flow to from the shopping cart. And which ones they use, because I think there are different ones that maybe different hosts use. So
there are, and I always want to ask the client, what do you want to do? Like, what are some things that you really what kind of information are you trying to collect from your clients? That will let us know, what type of tool that we can use on the back end of your website. And if what you're looking for is the frame of your website, can it handle it? Because sometimes you have clients that say, oh, I want to do this, I want to do this, I want to do this, and your website is outdated, so you kind of, want to make sure that you are getting every aspect of your website, everything that you want to do to make sure that frame works. It's like, trying to do so much stuff in an old car that's like 1920, you know what I'm saying? Certain things that you can't do. You have to know that your entire platform has to function. And when it comes to e-commerce, SC Ergerhart says, thank you both. I would drive traffic to my website rather than along with Amazon. Yeah, do a little bit of both. In
Right.
fact, this is one thing that I did with a client not too long ago. She has an Amazon. She has her book on Amazon, but we just took her links,
Mm-hmm.
her books, everything, and put that on her website.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, you still have it on Amazon, but let
Right.
them come to your website first instead of saying, "Hey, go to Amazon."
Right.
So that
Right.
is, we're saying still drive the traffic. How you doing? Still drive the traffic, but let it drive coming from your website first.
Mm-hmm.
And then let them go to Amazon if they choose or want to. Or, hey, if you have some books on hand, let all the money come to you and
Right.
you distribute the books. It's so much that you can do from the aspect. Like again, Leroy says, do you want 2%? Do you want 60%? It's totally, it's totally up to you. And if you have the manpower from it, do you have the time and the effort that you want to put into the back end? Because there is I'm sure the back end parts of a book of getting it all, gathering it, the PO box, the postal things and things of that nature. She says, hi, Maggie, Totola, British Virgin Islands watching. Woohoo, that's awesome.
Oh, I know, right? I like that. That is awesome.
Yeah, on how to market and brand your business, targeting book authors, but certainly applicable to other businesses as well. Oh, yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Well, for those who are just, and I appreciate you sharing, Donella, those who are just coming on, I'm going to put my name along with Leroy. And we have recently, about 3 months now, we're doing a book collaboration together.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah. I'm talking about you and I.
Oh,
You and I got a book collaboration.
I thought you was.
No. It's been about 3 months. What you think?
Yeah. It's been
Okay,
at least.
So he does the publishing parts of your book, answering any questions you may need about your ISBN, the editing, all of that great stuff. And what we do here at Lorman Curtis Services, we assist you if you're needing a website or you need the design of your book cover to get you started, and he gets you going, moving along on the other side. And so together we've started doing these Facebook Lives, and we're giving you information on some things that you need for your to get going with your book, letting you know it doesn't just stop with the book either. You need that website. you need some promotions and brandings and marketing so people can know, hey, I do have a book. Hey, I did publish something. Here's my story. I had a live not too long ago with Binga. He was talking about the importance of, telling your story. So it goes beyond just your book. So that's what we're discussing and talking about. So thank you for coming on.
Absolutely. And like you just said, but it's the having the book in your hand is just the beginning of it. You want to make sure that you have in place as you're going along through your process, and no matter who you decide to publish with, whether it's you publishing it yourself, whether you use a small publishing company, or whether you decide to do the mainstream publishing route, no matter what route you go, you should have a marketing plan that you sit down and you put together, and you should have a branding strategy that you put together. And all of this that we're talking about tonight, from your book to your website to everything that you do, should be a part of that strategy, and there should be a foundation to everything that you have. And then that way, when you are out at your different events that you may be out at promoting your book, whether it's a book signing, whether it's a book expo, a festival, a speaking engagement, you have a foundational piece that there's to you, so you already know what your talking points are as far as your book I'm sorry, not as far as your book, but as far as your brand. What are you representing? Because you're representing more than your book. That book is just a part of what you're representing. So you want to make sure that you have all of that in place, so that when when you do talk to people, when you're out there, you're maximizing who you are. And a lot of authors, I want to say this too, take the time to put this together. And if you are, if your publishing company isn't offering that to you, then you want to make sure that you ask them about it. You ask them about it. You ask them, those things. Do they have a marketing strategy for you, or a marketing plan for you? Do they have a branding strategy for you? And you have to think about the vision that you have for your book, for your, and for your brand. So those are things that are really key to being an author and actually publishing your book. And that goes beyond what Bernice was saying. Like she was saying, it goes beyond just the book. So mm-mm.
Yeah, I'm still on Instagram Live, so I'm like chatting. So you probably see me like I'm chatting. But yeah, any questions? Anybody got any
Yeah,
questions? You're doing a great job. It's great information that I just hope we can take from that. You guys are listening, actually, move forward with it. You need help, contact us. Feel free to connect with us. Leroy is with JNF Enterprise. He does excellent work. If you need any help with your editing process, even the marketing plans, you do great marketing plans.
absolutely.
Branding and marketing strategies to get you going with your book too. And we can assist you with that design piece. You need help in that website design, not only to get your book published with Leroy, but getting that tool that they can go to your home, the home for your book, having a
Hmm.
home for your book. And so we can assist you with that. So we got some good comments, good information. Yes, we appreciate you guys coming on. Boston, we got Boston in the house. Woohoo! Happy
long as
Friday,
they
Baltimore.
long as they ain't a Patriots fan or a Boston Celtics fan, they good. So
Hmm. Yes. Miss Ann says another way you can market is to give some books, then tell them to go to the website to see other stuff and
mm,
encourage them to share it.
absolutely.
That's
Absolutely.
good.
And the main key is driving traffic to your website. That's the
Hmm.
main key about that, because that's how you gain growth as
Hmm.
a just as a business in and of itself. Because hopefully, just like you, when you go to the market and they have, and you, or go to the market, or you go shopping for something, and you say, I'm only going to get this one thing, I'm only going to get this one thing.
Hmm.
And when you get to the market, you wind up, or you get to the store, you wind up seeing this, or you wind up seeing that. Or when as you get to the register, you ever notice that there's a line of things that are right there at the register for you to buy? And it's the
Hmm.
same way that you should have, that you have at your website, where you have things available for people to be able to buy or purchase from your website. If you have any
Yes.
specials that are going on, that's a way for you to be able to get other people that might not ordinarily buy something from you to be able to gain their attention.
Yes.
If they're only going to Amazon, they're not going to see it. So you really want to make sure that you do leverage having a website, along with, like we said, having it on Amazon as well. And Bernice, you're absolutely right. I really love the idea that you had. Even if you have the link on your website, you can let people know. Yeah, you can get the link to Amazon on my website. So
Hmm.
that way they'll go to the website first,
And they
and
and
then
they will
they can do the
actually,
link.
yeah, and they will actually love it because they don't have to do a whole bunch of searching all on
Hmm.
Amazon to look for you.
Right,
They
right.
can directly just go to your website, click on it, and it takes them there. And that is a great way because like we've been saying, there's so many other things that you can add on your website that it can, possibly draw their attention and stay
Mm-hmm.
all there on the website. And that's the difference when you have something that's on Amazon or wherever you're having your book. We're just using Amazon as a great example because
Right,
it's a
right,
great,
right.
it's a high credibility, credible company. But it's just like when you have it just on your website, they can stay there.
Mm-hmm.
They can stay
Mm-hmm.
right there and shop right there and not go anywhere, not in another third
Right.
party, versus taking them from A to B, then C. So just think of some things that as as your client, how would you want their experience to be? It's all about trying to get that the user friendly experience. And
Mm-hmm.
I even share that even with about websites, it being mobile friendly. It helps them get a better user friendly experience than something that's outdated that's going to try to get them to maneuver this place and they have the phone this place. So look at that as an author. How would you want someone who is learning more, trying to get more experience from who you are as a reader, or you as a person, you as a business owner, you as an author, whichever your title is? Think about that. How would you want them to what would you want their experience to be like? So that's what we're talking
Right.
about. You know, getting that good experience that when they go to your website is right there. They don't have to go a whole bunch of many other places. They don't have to see 50,000 other authors. Is focused on who you are. You got your press kit there. You got your bio kit there. You got
There it
all of
is.
got your professional headshots there. They see you. They don't see billions of other authors. They see who you are. It comes to your website. They see your other products and stuff that you have. That's all we're sharing, giving
Right,
you some
right.
good feedback and some things that you can do.
Absolutely, and you have to you come from when you have that mindset and that way of thinking. You have to
Mhm.
just think about how you can best maximize your brand and who you are. It's just like if someone goes into a bookstore. Think of Amazon as just an online bookstore is what it is. It's just like if you go into a brick and mortar bookstore, you have
Mhm.
thousands of books that sit up there, and the only thing that they have are books that are going to be there. So you're competing with all of those other books that are there on
Mhm.
the shelf, as opposed to when you have your own specific website. If you want to think of yourself as a specific store, your website is your own brick and mortar store. So when you
Yes.
know people are coming there, they're coming there specifically for you, for your products, for your services. They don't have any other distractions. They don't have to look at any other products that may be given by someone else. They're only going to see what it is that you have to offer. So you think
Yes.
in terms of think of it in those terms. When you have your own website, it's less competition on there. When someone goes on to Amazon, first thing they're going to pull up, Amazon does it where you'll see it's not just going to be your book. It's going to be several other books that are in the same type of genre that your books are. And once somebody picks your particular book, looks at your book, they'll even give them other suggestions too. So you have to think of it in that way, so that you can how can you best maximize to keep people focused on your products and your services. And the way that you do that is by narrowing their way of thinking, by having them on your website and be able to do that.
Oh
So
yeah.
I think that's a good way
Oh
so
yeah.
to look at
Mitzi
it.
says, okay, so now I know to have a press kit as well. Thank you. Oh yeah, you're welcome.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
absolutely.
Oh yes, absolutely. You need a press kit. And I know, like I told you, Bernice, we ain't even getting to. I'm not even worried about the because we're talking about stuff that people need to know. Um,
Yeah.
and that press kit, let me tell you, what was her name? I'm not sure. What was her name again? That
Mitzi,
said that.
Mitzi Spencer,
Mitzi, yes,
Squella,
it is crucial that you have a press
Squella.
kit
Mhm.
because your press kit is used for sending information about you out to, if you're going to be doing speaking engagements, if you're going to be doing radio spots, blog talk radio, so that people have not only your bio, but they have other information about you, who you are, what you do, and those other aspects of you. It gives them a snapshot of who you are. So you want to have a well-designed press kit that people can, that you want to have a digital press kit, and you want to have a physical press kit. Both of them, one that you can send out through email, but then also one that you have physically that you can actually hand out as well. That way you have it on hand for yourself, but you also have it where you can send it out to people that may need to know. Because when you're out at events, if you have someone that may need, that may want to have you come on to speak or whatever it is, or to be on their show, you have that press kit available. Oh yeah, let me send you my press kit. Boom. All you do is send it out. It is so important. It is so important.
Absolutely. And then we have Miss Ann who vouched to that. She says, press kit is mandatory. You should be keeping track of everything you're involved with. I use mine all the time. Your co-host Leroy. He said, yo, co-host Leroy. But yeah, definitely. I'm glad you're using that, but this is great information. I'm glad you guys can use this, and I hope you're sharing this, guys. I hope you're sharing
please.
This. Make sure you share this, with someone who can use this information. But yeah, definitely, is what you need. And if you need any help, look, you got Leroy with JNF Enterprise. Look, he can assist you, walk you step by step with trying to get that going, and getting that going for you, so that you don't have to, try to do it on your own. Or maybe if it's, maybe you got started and you need some guidance to walk you,
right.
To the finish line.
Absolutely.
He can assist you there as well. But definitely, you guys, make sure you post your website links on this thread so that we can give you a highlight, give you a shout out for your website tonight too.
Absolutely.
So
absolutely.
And if you catching the replay, thank you for catching a replay. Also do the same 3 things: like, love this video, like or love it. 2, comment, hello, where you watching from. And also I want you to share this video. Make sure you share it with someone who can use this information, who's inspiring author, someone who is an author who just needs this information. Make sure you share that. And someone who's needing a website, a book cover. We got some good projects coming on already. Leroy is super excited about that, to do some marketing for our shared clients, and we would love to assist you too.
Absolutely. We have some authors that are bringing some dynamic information that is just going to, as I say, that's going to enlighten you, that's going to empower you, and going to impact you. I mean, these folks have some great books that are going to feed your soul, that are going to feed you as a person, as an individual, help you to be able to grow. And Bernice, I don't know if you've heard me say this before, but usually I say this everywhere I go, every opportunity I get, is I'm on a mission this year to make you better by the end of 2018 than you were at the beginning of 2018. And that's what we're all about. That's what JNF Enterprises is about. That's what Loman Creative Services is all about. Yes. What we do is want to make you better. We want to make you shine as bright as possible. Yes. So we want to make sure you're prepared for everything that you do. We want to make sure that you're polished. Make sure that everything, from your website to your book, all of those things that you do is done in decency and in order. Because I think that says there's somewhere in that word, right? Yes, that you do everything in decency and order, right?
It is. Look, and that feeling you get when that client gets that finished cover that they like, you're like, yes, like all the ease, like yes. And then
do the dance.
And even the paper book, even to you do all of the JNF Enterprises do the book publishing of it and the printing, and then they get that that physical hand copy and to get that
Absolutely.
experience. Like, I love that. Like, that's
Yeah.
awesome. They get to get something that they had inside of them, out and something that's accomplished for them. And then I find this too. You let me know. There are authors too that once they get that, it's like a high, I guess. Once they get that first, like, oh, I got this done. Let me move on to something else now. I need to do another book.
It's inspiring. I think it's inspiring to them. And I've seen it not only, I mean, with with my clients, but even me
Mhm.
personally. When I had, I mean, I can't even tell you the feeling that I had the first my first book that I wrote, and I got it from the printer, and I opened the box and saw my book, and I'm sitting there, and Bernice, if you, well, I know people listen to this, but if y'all say anything, I'm gonna deny it. But I even, I mean, I sat down and even cried because I was just like, wow, this is something that I birthed, that all of the hard work that I put into this is
Yes.
now is now a reality. And that's what you'll hear my tagline is bringing visions to reality. And
That's
that's
it.
what it is. It's about bringing that vision that you have of something and actually seeing it come to life. You know what I mean? And it is a high. It is, you can't even explain that feeling that you get by doing that. And I've seen it in my clients where they just, I mean, they light up when they see that when they see their book. It's just like, wow. It's like, okay, all right,
It's
when's the
awesome.
next one? Let's go. Let's do the next
Mhm.
one. So, you know,
We have Mitzi sharing her Christian Authors on Tour Block Talk Radio has
yes,
interviews available for the free month of November, December, every first, third, and fifth Friday. Logan too. Oh, you guys check this out. Great information. Oh man, I wish you had something much sooner. We have a Christian business owners business summit. I would have loved to share the event that we have. It's September 1st. If you ever, Mitzi, has something before then, I would love to come on the show and to talk about that. But we do have several
it,
Christian authors that will be participating in this event. Guys, you check it out too. And if you guys are on and your business owners want to get your business cards or your event flyers into attendees bags, 250 bags. If you want to get 250 of your business cards or your flyers into the bag, it's only $40 that can support us in this event that's September 1st. So make sure you connect. The website is cboevent.com, and it can tell you everything that you want to know, where we're going to be at, time, the speakers, all that great stuff. All right. So,
absolutely, absolutely. And I know you've been getting on me, but tomorrow I am registered. Okay. So
what?
I'm promising you, tomorrow
Okay.
I am registered, and I will be there on September 1st. And actually,
Yeah.
I'm thinking about, like I said, coming down the day before,
Okay.
and then probably staying over to the night, the day after. That way, I'm not rushing or anything like that with the event,
Well,
since the event is on a Saturday. So.
the network, the event, the Christian business owners, we have a right. If you go to the website under the register tab,
Mhm.
the hotel, which is the host hotel, Be Historic, they have a special. So
Right,
you're
right,
you're
right.
not going to get the regular price if you go under through us on the website. If you go
Okay.
there, gonna hook you right on up.
Cool. Cool. Yes, absolutely. So, yeah, and Mitzi that you're talking to, that's one, she and I are co-host, along with the creator of the Christian Authors on Tour,
Awesome.
Lynn Pender. Lynn Pender's the host, and she and I, Mitzi and I, co-host the Third Fridays, which
That
actually,
is
and I'm sorry,
awesome.
shameless plug, tomorrow afternoon from 2 to 2:30, Christian Authors on Tour. You'll be able to listen to us on the Christian
Yes.
Authors on Tour Blog Talk Radio. So check us out.
Yes. Hey, Mitzi, can you is that the link, that Christian authors on tour.com? If so, I'm just gonna put that link there so everyone can go on and catch it if that's it.
Yep, absolutely. Yeah, that should be it.
Okay. Oh
ChristianAuthorsOnTour.com. Yeah,
yes.
Liz. Yeah,
And for
yeah,
all the other Christian authors you are on now or catching a replay, hey, join. That's awesome. Every first, third,
absolutely.
and fifth Friday.
Right. And then we also have the for those that are in this area, and I'm sorry, I don't be plugging stuff, but the Christian
Nah.
we
Go
have
ahead.
the Christian Authors on Tour TV show, which comes
Yeah.
on Fridays, which comes on each Friday right now, each Friday 9 a.m. to I'm sorry 9:30 a.m. to 10 a.m. On the
That's awesome.
WBGR Gospel Network. So y'all can tune into that as well, where we
WB
have G G
WBGR.
GR
Uh-huh.
Gospel Network. Yeah. They can tune in there. They have a Facebook page that you can tune in. It's actually live. It's
That's
on
good.
live. It's live there, 9:30 to 10 a.m. On Friday mornings. And if you're a Christian author and you're looking for a place to be able to talk about your project. We talked about branding and marketing tonight. That's a
Yes.
that's a way that you can actually get your projects out there, to be able to get your name out there. That platform allows you to be able to do that. So you can take advantage of being on the Christian Authors on Tour Blog Talk Radio show, or on the Christian
Yes.
Authors on Tour TV show. So either one of
Yes.
those gives them
I'm looking
gives
at
you the
the
opportunity.
I'm on it now. I'm on the website
Okay.
now.
Hmm.
And I'm looking at the different. Oh, let me show you guys. I can show you my screen so you can see what I'm looking at.
Okay. Oh, cool.
So
Mm-hmm.
you guys can see it too. But all right. So bam, I am putting it up so you guys can see it also. And this is the website. If you guys want to check it out, the WBGR Network Gospel. You guys can go there and look at the different stations that's available. There are artists, the Gospel Show Guide.
Oh,
You
that's the
can
yeah,
check
that's
it out.
the yeah, that's the station that we're on. The Christian Authors on to a TV show that it's on. Yeah, it's on that. But
Okay.
yeah, that's where they can go tomorrow morning from 9:30 to 10, and they'll
Okay.
be able to see the show there. Live or on
That's
Facebook.
awesome.
If you're on Facebook, it'll be there as well too, because they have a Facebook page. They have a
That's
Facebook
awesome.
fan page too. So check it out there.
Awesome.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely, absolutely.
That's so
So
awesome. Well, we look forward to working with you guys. Feel free to leave your information there. Leroy with JNF Enterprise, myself with Loma Creative Services. We can assist you with your book project. You got any questions, comment it there. You're catching a replay, still do the same. Go ahead and comment any questions you may have. Let us know your feedback on tonight. You got any questions? What your thought was about it? Should we do part 3?
I know, right? Yeah, right.
Should we do
Exactly,
part 3?
exactly.
Give us your feedback. Well, I am here always every we'll try to be every Thursday night 9:15 Eastern Standard Time, and I'm sharing different topics. So whatever topic you may want to discuss, whether it's with business or just ministry as well, I share some great feedbacks and tips. So feel free to come back again next Thursday 9:15 Eastern Standard Time and share it with someone who needs to know this information. So, about to wrap it up. You got anything you want to say, Leroy?
Well, I'll end it with this. Talking to the authors tonight, understand the importance of your message. Think about the message that you want to send with
Mhm.
your book. And when you come from that perspective, what messages that you want to send to those who will read your book, to those who will visit your website, to those who will listen to you when you talk about your book, when you talk about your brand? What is the message that you want people to gain from listening to you and from reading your project? So when you have when you have that, and you have an understanding of the message that you're trying to send, then it's easy to talk about what it is that you're trying to accomplish and you're trying to do. As you'll hear me say, I always talk about I'm on a mission to make you better by the end of 2018 than you were at the beginning of 2018. And I mean that. And that means that everything that I do, whether it's a project that I'm working on, whether it's a client that I'm working with, the goal is to make you better as a client, but then those who will encounter you to make them better because they had the encounter with you. They are now better after they met you than they were before they met you.
Love it. All right. His ending speech. Thanks,
So
Missy. Missy says
yeah.
this was really informative. Thank you. Now I'm going to listen to part one. That's what I was doing. I got out for a few trying to look for that part one.
Oh, okay.
I'm going to look for that part one. And so you don't have to look all over the place. And I'm going to comment it on this thread so that you can check it out. Okay, Mitzi? And make sure you guys share this. I'm going to put in, like I said, the part one. This is part two about the book publishing collaboration and things you just need to know as an author. So, and thank you, Ann. Ann stayed on in with us.
I know, right? That's my trooper right there. That's my.
I love it. And make sure you comment. She has an awesome Facebook group too. You guys have,
absolutely.
Have a Facebook community. Comment it on here. We're going to support each other. Go ahead and comment. And so we can, start joining, start, collaborating, connecting, and we move on, go from there. Co-partner. Woo-hoo. Thanks for sharing. This was helpful. Thank you so much, Maggie. Thank you for coming on. All right. We're about to wrap it up. That's it.
Yes, right. Write that book. Write that book. Write that book.